Greetings, everyone. This is Bozak representing Tugami Tech, which stands for Second Generation Audio Media Institute of Technology. Okay, what we're going to be doing is to try to avoid purchasing A-B switches that switch from speaker A to speaker B and talk back in communications so that you can talk back to people in your vocal booth. We're doing this with the Combinator. We've got several devices in the Combinator to achieve this. We're using this particular device here, which is a switcher box, a routing switcher box, which allows us to switch back and forth from different devices. We have a compressor, we have a Trident EQ, and a 32-band EQ. We're using two spiders and one line mixer, two line mixer, three line mixer, and an EQ and another spider to achieve our total communications, which is a switch from A to B speaker and talkback in the vocal booth. In order to achieve talkback, you have to be able to dim speakers A and B when you hit the button for communications, and while all these signals are being routed to your headphone preamp. And in doing this setup, you're going to have three particular outputs. Speaker A, direct output to speaker A, direct output to speaker B, and then your master output, which is also being routed to your headphone preamp. And we achieve this by first speaker A, give you a brief overview. With speaker A, we are switching here from this box. If you can watch this right here, when I hit this button, you'll watch these items right here switch back and forth. Speaker A, speaker B. Right here is switching back and forth, which is shutting off A and cutting on B. When I undo it, it shuts off B and undoes A. And this is an audio bypass splitter that we're actually doing this with. Okay? Audio bypass splitter, which we're doing this with. We also are able to, for communication purposes, when you want to talk back, I hit this button here on the Combinator. This button translates and dims the two speakers, speaker A coming from the line mixer 1 and speaker B coming from line mixer 2. And so let's watch these two things, these devices right here when I hit this back and forth. Okay. I have all this stuff controlled from a Nectar, but you can use any controller to route these particular buttons too. But when I hit this particular button right here, which is the dimming or the talkback button, it does these on line mixer A, line mixer 1 and line mixer 2, channels 1 and 2, simultaneously. And then when I cut it off, it brings it back to zero, to a normal 0 dB gain. Okay, this is being routed. Now, as far as our talkback with the microphone, we're going through a channel on the SSL board, and we have it set up so they can run through. We have an EQ right here. It's going directly here and into a preamp or a line mixer number 3 so we can get gain when we need gain. And it's being split from an audio spider so that that signal can go back to the output for the master output. Okay? And all this works out pretty splendidly, pretty smooth, so you don't have to pay for any communications. So again, you've got, and then we also have volume control for how loud your microphone is on talkback and communications, which is done right here. Number 3, pod on the Combinator is controlling the volume knob for talkback and communications. And this knob, number 2, from the Combinator is controlling line mixer number 2, the volume knob for the speakers. As you can see when I turn this up here, it is controlling this down here, the channel number 1. And the same thing for speaker A, controlling this back and forth, which is changing the volume for here. They all snap back to 0 dB when I hit the button for TalkBack. As you'll see right here, hitting the button for TalkBack, and everything snaps right back in place. Automatically muting these other channels. This is the channel for the mic coming in and out, and we're going right there. The microphone is being switched over here. The microphone is running in this particular channel on the audio bypass splitter, cutting that on and off, so that when you're going back from undimming, it brings the switch off, so you don't have to worry about cutting your mic off. All these are being controlled from any external device that you want to use. And this is the communication setup being done in Reasons 7. Also, the TalkBack line is running on the main mixer channel right here. That's your control room microphone. I have it all the way up, and I have the the high pass shutting off, so that we can get close to that Munson EQ thing, and I have the gain all the way up, but it's wide open, so the mic doesn't have to be close like any TalkBack unit normally is. Let's go back here to the rack, and that pretty much explains this particular setup. You can get this set up from our website, and the details will be printed out here where you can pick that up. Or from using this setup here, you can try to put one together yourself. And email me with any questions about it. Otherwise, or you could spend some change and pick one up from us, which kind of helps things keep rolling. But either way, I'm glad to bring this to you. This is Bozak from Tugami Tech, which is second generation audio media institution of technology. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy this.